Hey there, folks. I watched an animation today that got me thinking about the whole problem with, I guess, the social content of conversation. The video pointed out the whole thing that pretty much every introvert has to have thought. What's the point of asking someone, "How are you?" at the beginning of a conversation if you don't actually want the real answer? The problem is that it's not about what is actually being said. I know that seems completely unfair and bizarre, but you have to learn to accept that other people have a social sense that you don't. It's that social sense that tells them that this isn't literally about what's being said. What that little ritual was actually about is just basically saying, I acknowledge that you are a person and therefore someone I am theoretically concerned about, and now you do the same for me. Nobody tells you this. There are no instruction manuals that you somehow missed. You didn't miss a class or anything like that. It's entirely this social sense that people develop cumulatively from just living life. Odds are, if you're introverted like I am, you don't get that. You start off without it, and your very introversion means that you don't interact with others enough and with enough of a sense of what's going on to develop the social sense. I don't have it, and you're on the internet. Maybe you don't have it either. That said, no one's completely without it. Everyone has some ability to grasp the nature of an interaction. But it is very frustrating if you're of a very direct and logical frame of mind that people say things that aren't about the thing they're actually saying. Obviously, it gets much deeper and more complicated than that, but I'm only marginally better than the average introvert at this kind of thing myself. I've observed its nature, but that doesn't mean I have it. Try and navigate the world knowing that there's this thing you're missing and that you may have to figure it out another way. Figuring it out rationally is going to be really hard. I'm 51, and I've only had a grip on this thing for maybe a decade, and I'm still not good at it. I just know it's there. Forgive yourself for not having developed in that direction, and know that you are at a disadvantage. But on the other hand, you are much better at actually thinking than the people with the better social sense. You're better at school. You're better at abstract reasoning. There are benefits. So, forgive yourself. Know that you have your strengths, they have theirs. And come up with your own ways of dealing with the world that expects you to know things that to you seem completely opaque. I guess that's it for me for today, folks. I will talk to you nice people again tomorrow. Bye-bye.